Good morning, my dear students. In the previous class, we have discussed the properties of solids and liquids. Now we are going to discuss about the properties of gases. The properties The first one is the properties of gases. A gas has fixed volume and a gas has neither fixed volume nor fixed shape. It assumes the volume and shape of the container. The first one, a gas has neither fixed volume nor shape. It doesn't has fixed volume and it doesn't have fixed shape. It assumes the volume and shape of the container. And the second one, a gas compressed. A gas can be compressed to longer extent than solids and liquids. What is the second point? A gas can be compressed. To longer extent than solids and liquids. A gas can be compressed to large extent. And third one is, a gas can be expanded to longer extent by heating and by being heated and cooled. Third, the gas can be expanded. To a longer extent by being heated and cooled. By being heated and cooled, the gas can be expanded to longer extent. And the fourth one, a gas can mix with one another because the molecules of gas can easily occupy a large intermolecular space intermolecular space in another molecule of a gas. In another molecules of the gas. It is called, this property is called diffusion. This is the fourth one. What is the fourth one? A gas can mix with another gas. So a gas can easily mix with another gases because the molecules of a gas can easily occupy the intermolecular space. There is a large intermolecular space in gases. So occupy large intermolecular space in another molecules of the gas. This property is called diffusion. It is a new word to you. It is a diffusion. What is meant by diffusion? What is meant by diffusion? Diffusion first of all, what are the four main points? A gas has neither a fixed volume nor a fixed shape. It assumes the volume and shape of the container. A gas can be compressed to longer extent than solids and liquids. A gas can be expanded to longer extent by being heated or cooled. A gas can mix with one another because the molecules of the gas can easily occupy a large intermolecular space in another molecules of the gas. This property is known as diffusion. Okay, what is meant by diffusion? Diffusion is a chemical property. Diffusion is a chemical property. The molecules of the substance move from higher concentration to lower concentration. The area of higher concentration from the area of lower concentration. Higher concentrations means where the molecules are presented more, and lower concentrations means where the number of molecules are present very low. It is called diffusion. What is meant by diffusion? Diffusion is a chemical property where the molecules of a substance, where the molecules of the substance move from an area of high concentration to an area of lower concentration until the substance spread until the substance spread eventually. Diffusion is a chemical property where the molecules of the substance move from an area of high concentration means where there are number of molecules are present, that is called higher concentration, and an area of lower concentration means lower concentration means where the molecules are present at very low, that is called lower concentration, until the substance spread eventually or equilibrium or equally spread equally. So diffusion is a chemical property where the molecules of the substance move from one area of highest concentration to an area of lower concentration until the substance spread equally. So what are the gas and solids and liquids and gases can work on diffusion? So for example, what is an example? So when the perfume is sprayed in the one part of a room, assume it diffuses. That's why we can smell at any way. Perfume is sprayed at one part of a room. Assume it diffuses. That's why so that we can smell it at any way. In that area. So when the perfume is sprayed at one part of a room, assume it diffuses so that we can smell it at any way in that area. So we can get pleasant smell in that other area also. That is called diffusion. So thus liquids and gases can work on diffusions. Okay, now liquids. So we have an idea of food colors. So take any food color and drop into the water which is in tumbler. So the food colors spread throughout the water and the tumbler or glass will be colored. So the perfume is sprayed at one part of a room, assume it diffuses so that we can smell it at anywhere in the area. And food color, drop the food color in a water, it spreads throughout the water, and it diffuses the glass will be colored. Okay. Drop the food color in the water, it spreads eventually or equally, and it diffuses, the glass will be colored. The total water will be colored with the food color. So this is the liquids can work on diffusion, and also gases can work on diffusion. Now we have here some properties of solids, liquids and gases, and intermolecular force, intermolecular space, volume and shape and compressibility and expansion or contraction and mixing and diffusion. So we have a table with these properties. Now draw a table. Serial number, property, solids, liquids, and gases. Okay, what is the first property? First of all, intermolecular force. Intermolecular force. So intermolecular force is very large, very strong. Next, it is liquids, weaker than solids, and intermolecular force very weak. Intermolecular very strong, weaker than solids and very weak. And second one, intermolecular space. Intermolecular space. Okay, intermolecular space means in solids there is no space in the solids, very low, and high, higher than solids, and gases very large, very large. There is a first property, intermolecular force, that means solid very strong, liquids weaker than solids, gases very weak. And second one, intermolecular space very low, higher than solids and very large. And third one, volume. Fixed. It is also fixed. Not fixed. Okay. Volume, the property of the volume, its solids fixed, liquids it's also fixed, and gases not fixed. Solid has fixed volume and liquids has also some fixed shape of the, it assumes the container and has not fixed and shape. Shape of the solid fixed, shape of the liquids not fixed, and gases are also not fixed. Next, compressibility. What is called? Which property? Compressibility. Practically nil. There is no compressibility. For example, take a wood. We cannot compress like. Now, compressibility. For the compressibility of the gases, very high. Weaker than, lower than gases. Lower than gases or smaller than gases. So when you compare to the gases, the compressibility property is lower than gases, and expansion on heating, on contraction, on cooling. So, the expansion and contraction of the solids, it is very small, greater than solids, and very large. And seventh one, mixing with another substances. Mixing with another substances, it is very rare process. And mix with miscible liquids. What is the miscible liquids means? Miscible liquids means the liquids mix up with another liquids to get a homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture means, for example, take milk. When you add milk to the water, both are mix each other and get homogeneous mixture. That is called miscible liquids. Mix with miscible liquids and very high. Next, diffusion. Last property, diffusion. So we have already learned about the diffusion. Diffusion means, diffusion is a chemical property. The molecules of a substances move from an area of higher concentration to lower concentration until the substances or molecules of the substances get equilibrium. So diffusion, it is not possible in solids. That's all. Rare or not possible, rare. Here not possible, right? Not possible. Rare. And liquids, in solids very high, less than gases in diffusion process, less than gases, and very high. The diffusion property is very high in for the gases and in further liquids, less than gases and solids, where the mixing with another substances not possible or rare. Not possible. Not possible. And diffusion property of solids rare, and in liquids less than gases, and gases it is very high. So this is the 8 properties of the solids, liquids and gases. What is the first property? Intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces is very strong in solids and weaker than solids in liquids, and gases very weak. So there is no force. This is both are molecules. There is no molecular force between the in gases. It is very weak, and also intermolecular space very low for the solids and higher than solids for the liquids, and very large for the gases and volume. So solid has fixed volume and liquids are also fixed volume, and gases not fixed, and the shape of the solids are fixed and liquids also not fixed, and it also for gases also not fixed. Next, compressibility. Compressibility is practically nil for the solids and lower than gases. In gases very high, and expansion or heating or contraction and cooling, it is very small for the solids and liquids, greater than solids and gases, very large. And mixing with another substances, not possible for the solids, and mix with miscible liquids. What are the miscible liquids? The liquids or mix with another liquids to get a homogeneous mixture. For example, when you add milk to the water, both are mix each other and get a homogeneous mixture, and also alcohol and water, milk and water and alcohol and water, both are miscible liquids. So diffusion, it is very rare for the solids and liquids, less than gases, and diffusion is very high for the gases. What is the meaning of diffusion? We already learned. What are the examples of the diffusions? So diffusions means perfume and food color. Perfume is for the gases, food color is the for the liquids. So that is called properties of the solids, liquids and gases. Now, the change of state of matter. When you heat up the solid, it turns into liquids. When you heat up the solid, it turns into liquids. The solid expands. When you heat up liquid, it becomes gases. So when there are, by changing of the state of matter, where there are, the temperature and pressure is also changed. Temperature, for example, the solid becomes liquid, the liquid becomes gas. So when you heat up the solid, it turns into liquid. When you heat up the liquid, it turns into gas. So in that matter, by the change of state of matter, the temperature and pressure are changed. Temperature and pressure. Temperature and pressure are changed when the change of state of matter. When the change of state of matter, this okay. When you heat up the solid, turns into liquids. When the heat of the liquids, that turns into gases. So the when you heat up the solid, the molecules of the substances or particles of the substances move more quickly, and the particles are move its mean position. So by changing the temperature and pressure, in solids, the particles in a solid move and more quickly, and the particles move with their mean position the particles in a substances or in molecules. So move with their mean positions, and the solids by heating expands. By heating the solids expands. The solid becomes liquids. So the particles in the solid move more quickly. So for the liquids, the particles move around the particles of the liquids move around, and the sum of the particles at the surface of the liquid get enough energy to form a gas. The particles in a liquids move around and the particles at the surface of the solid of the liquid get enough energy to escape as a gas. So there is a liquid, in a bowl. Okay, when you heat up, the particles in a solid come to the surface of the container, or surface of the substances, get enough energy to escape as a gas, so come to the surface and have more energy to escape as a gas by heating. So the particles in a liquid move around. The particles at surface of the liquid get enough energy to escape as a gas by the heating. So this is the change of state of the matter in changing temperature and pressure. By changing temperature and pressure. For example, this is solid and heat it becomes, so by heating the solid, this is liquids, and again heating it becomes gas. This is gas. So here the solid melts. Here the solid melts. So here the liquid the liquid boils here. So this is solid. When you heat the solid melts, it forms a liquid. The solid melts to form a liquid. The solid, when you heat up, the liquid boils to form a gas. So this is the solid, liquid, gas formation. So when you heat up the solid, it becomes liquid. When you heat up the liquid, it becomes gaseous. So the change of state of matter because of the temperature, by changing the temperature and pressure. Now another diagram is there. Okay, this is solid, liquid, gas. Okay, when you heat up the solid, it becomes if solid melting, if solid melting, it turns to liquid. Vaporize or evaporate, vaporization, vaporization. Vaporization. When the liquid vaporization, it turns into gas. Again, when the solid directly became a gas, turns into gas, that is called sublimation. Sublimation. When the solid turns directly into the gas, when the solid turns directly into the gas, that is called sublimation. And also when the gas turns into liquid, that is called condensation or liquefaction. Condensation or liquefaction, that is condensation. 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 And the liquid turns into solid, that is called solidification. That is solidification. Okay, now when the solid turns into liquid by the melting, so when the solids melting, the forms a liquid. When the liquids vaporize, it turns into gases. When the solid directly changes into the gas, that is called sublimation. And when the liquid turns into solid, that is called solidification. That is solidification. What here? Solid, when you heat up, liquid, the liquid when you heat up, it becomes gas. That is, so the gas turns into, again, the gas turns into liquid, that is called condensation. That means liquefaction. liquefaction or condensation. So when the liquid turns into solid, that is solidification, that is melting. So we have discussed about melting point, boiling point, and melting point, boiling point and freezing point. And liquefaction, point. So it is all depends on temperature. So melting point, boiling point, freezing point and liquefaction points. When you heat up the solid, turns into liquid. Again, when the heat of the liquid, it turns and get vaporized and turns as a gas. So some in situations directly the solids turns into gases, that is called sublimation and solidification and melting. So we have some experience with the sublimation. So camphor is the best example of sublimation, and dry ice is also example of sublimation. Okay students, this is the class of today. In next class, learn some more concepts.